Afternoon, folks. Jay Constantino here at Taylor's Auto Max. Welcome and take a look at these new SUVs that we have for the month of March. We've got a great selection of new and used. What I'm going to cover today is the brand new 2021 Buick Envision. Let's take a look at some of the features on the outside of the rig. It is brand new from the ground up, and wait till you see some of the features in this particular rig here. First, we'll start with the underneath side of the hood where you can see how easy it is to get to everything. And the easiest thing about this is actually opening the hood, and once it's up, which I personally like, you have the struts here versus the pins that will come down to hold it up. So that it goes up, it'll stay up by itself, and these are going to last quite a while, the struts themselves. Easy access once the engine is up as far as for checking for your oil. Your dipstick is right here. Also easy access to get to your battery should you ever need to jump or replace it. You have reservoir fluids easily accessible, easy access for your windshield washer fluid, and again, the best thing about this rig, it's going to go forever. You really need to do nothing but drive it and add fuel to it and maintain your maintenance records. Okay, as mentioning before, we have easy access to checking our oil. Everything is in bright yellow that you do need to check. Simply take the dipstick out and you can check your engine oil. Second of all, if you ever need to get to any of your battery issues for jumping or getting a new battery, easy access, this will pull right off for jump starting it, or the easy access for the battery compartment itself. The other thing is kind of slick, easy features should you need to top off your antifreeze, your brake fluid, or your windshield washer fluid. They're all easily accessible, nothing you have to dig for, and they're all right in front of you, and they're all clearly marked. So they're really thinking on this. As mentioned before, this is a brand new Envision for 2021. There are so many features, I can only highlight on a few, but let's take a look at some on the outside here. Some of them starting with, you have 20-inch wheels that are available. You have fancier trim and moldings. You have better highlights. You have better ground clearance. You have new placement on cameras here. You've got a whole new design on the outside, streamlined, aerodynamically set for better gas mileage, certainly a sportier look, and this is not a grandpa's Buick. This is a new person's car. Somebody young like me, they're finally starting to market to, and I do say that young and cheap because I am older than dirt. But great rig. You also have lock and unlock buttons on the door right here, so if you have the key in your hand, you simply press that and it will lock or unlock, so you don't need your key fob in your hand. Moving a little bit to the back side of this, they've got all kinds of features that are really slick. They've kind of stolen some of the Denali series as far as their exhaust system. Take a look at the new exhaust, sportier setup here. This particular Envision is the ST trim, comes with lots of features. Also has an automatic gate that will open and close for you. So if your hands are tied up with stuff, you just can release it that way. And again, we'll cover the inside here in a short bit, but look at the amount of storage that you have. You also have luggage rack and luggage protection here. So if you're putting suitcases in, you're not going to be scouring it up. Easy close down, automatic as well. You also have a bit of a longer wheelbase on this rig, and it's about 1 inch shorter than the previous model. So basically what that translates to you is better handling, easier parking, more get up and go. Additional features that we're talking about, they have the quick release as far as gas. There are no more caps on the GM products here, so it's really easy to fuel everything up. And again, we'll touch on the inside in a bit, but look at how stylish these guys are from the inside to outside. All kinds of room. And not to mention, you have a panoramic sunroof. What is really slick about the new panoramic roof, they have a new brake up here. So basically you don't have any noise when you're going down the street because the window will go through this and you can actually still talk while the sunroof is open. So it's a neat new feature. It is a breakaway, so you're not going to rip it off. But with a panoramic roof, the other slick feature about that is not only do you have the front where you've got all kinds of visibility, but if you're sitting in back of the vehicle, you're not sitting in a cave. This thing has all kinds of visibility. So if you are in the back row, you have all the sunshine coming in on those gray days. So again, brand new on the inside, brand new on the outside. We've highlighted just a few things on the outside. Certainly, we need to take a look at the inside now because this is where some of the gee whiz really comes together. First of all, let's take a look at the new, and it is from ground up, brand new interior design on this. We'll kind of start on the left-hand side here. Basically, you have a steering wheel that not only is very comfortable, but I'll tell you what, it adjusts in every way you can imagine. You've got the traditional up and down, but you also have telescoping. So you can place this exactly where you want, and then you just lock it in place, you're good to go. You do have the paddle shifter, so if you want to basically shift gears, you've got that at your disposal as well. Also have a steering wheel warmer on this guy. Also have automatic headlights, so they're going to come on and go off by themselves. But the real big thing is take a look at how this screen is all angled at you, and it's all touch screen. So you've got your navigation feature on this and many other features. And by the way, when you get lost, you simply hit the home button, it goes back. You've got Wi-Fi capability. You can hook up with Android Audio or any other particular rig that you got here. As far as sound system, it'll tap right into it. You've got multiple users that you can interface with. You can call Bluetooth calling. Very slick, and it is angled towards the driver, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road at all. Also, on this particular rig, you have the eyes-up display on this, which doesn't view when you're not out driving it, but you've got your tachometer, you've got your speedometer, which will be right around here in front of you. Really a cool feature. Moving on to the heated controls, you've got heated seats. All your controls are easily accessible right here. And even in Montana, it's kind of a neat feature because oftentimes we do wear gloves. You can press these buttons and you have actual control of it, and you're not hitting 15 buttons at the same time. Moving on a little bit more, you've got all kinds of storage in this guy, and take a look at how this opens up. This is a really neat feature. So you can get stuff in from obviously sitting here or the back seat they can see in your storage compartment, and they will close down separately. You've got push button gears on this. You've got your auto hold on a hill. You've got your electric power brake. I'm telling you what, there are so many things on the rig to take a look at. You really need to come see it in person. This is just highlighting a few of these, but I'll tell you what, with a brand new 2-liter turbo engine, this thing is a rocket ship. It gets up and scoots. It's going to snap your head when you're down the road, and it's all-wheel drive. So you're not suffering gas mileage, maybe a mile per gallon less for for all-wheel drive versus front-wheel drive. Obviously, Montana all-wheel drive is huge, so you do want that. Fantastic room inside and out. I'm 6'2". I've got all kinds of room in front. In a couple minutes here, we'll show you in back. There's plenty of room back there, and we'll kind of go over some of the storage and some of the additional things there. But this is an absolute home run, brand new 2021 Buick Envision. GMC comes up with the same guys in the Train series, but this is the Buick Envision. Awesome rigs inside and out. Moving into the back seat, what is very impressive for me at least, I'm 6'2", as I mentioned, and you have all kinds of room. So you're not being bundled up back here where you can't move. Again, look at the amount of legroom you have between the seats here. You also have, for little people or old people for that matter, all kinds of charging ports down here. You have your own air. And as I mentioned when we were on the outside, your panoramic roof is spectacular. You have great view. The front portion of it opens right up, but even when it's closed, you have a great view. Also, a new feature on these guys are their headrests, where they're going to go up and down very easily. There's a button on the side of these guys here, so wherever they want to adjust them when you're sitting in front, obviously, very easy to do. If you're taking little people around here, you always have somebody who doesn't want to touch somebody else. You've got a divider here, place for your drinks, and they're the bigger size cups, so they're going to hold a decent size as well. On this particular one, as I mentioned, it is leather interior, dressed up very nice on the inside and outside. Really, if you're looking for an SUV, this is a great choice to consider and certainly take for a spin. You'll be absolutely gassed out. We'll take a look at in just a minute and just some of the storage in back, and I'll tell you what, you got all kinds of room for luggage, for car seats that you're not using at the particular point, but take a look here in just a sec. In addition to some other great seatings that we have, look at how these fold completely flat. The older models and other SUVs would not go completely flat. Basically, you'd be stuck about here and all your stuff comes rolling back towards you. These now will both go flat on both sides. You have a 60-40 split. They're designed for excessive amount of cargo, whether it's golf clubs, whether it's skis. You really have a heck of a lot of room. Another neat feature about this guy is here, if you do get a flat tire, you're not on the ground playing around. Your spare tire is right inside here where you can easily take it out, complete with all your tools, so you're set and you're not in a position where you're rolling around the ground trying to get the tire down. So they've really thought that through as well too. Again, one last thing on this, basically the amount of room in here is spectacular. Suitcases, golf clubs, skis, or if you put the other seat down there, you have all kinds of room available as well. And take a look at that when that's down. It's been a pleasure showing you the inside and the outside of the brand new 2021 Buick Envision. We've got a great selection in stock right now. More are coming in every day. Right here at Taylor's Automax. Come see me today. My name is Jay Constantino. Happy to answer any questions for you. We're here every day but Sunday. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the winter.